Every year, during the first week of December, the Dutch celebrate their own unique version of Christmas, who many know as Santa Claus, the Dutch call Sinterklaas. Where Santa comes from the North Pole on a flying sled, his Dutch counterpart arrives from Spain in a steamboat. And instead of having a squad of elven helpers or reindeer commonly associated with Santa, Sinterklaas receives his help from Zwarte Piet. Unsurprisingly, Zwarte Piet, or the English translation alternative, Black Piet, is a pretty controversial figure to those unfamiliar with Dutch traditions.
Why are you blacked out? It just looks like racism.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think it's a colonial hangover. We're scared of your tradition.
Yeah. I'm speechless at this point.
It's offensive to us, with our culture being the way it is.
I can't really get past that they are painted black.
I know I'm not visiting Holland because
Yeah.
of that.
This has got to be made.
But you ask the Dutch about Black Piet and you get very different answers.
Niet alles op discriminatie gooien en zo, want er zijn ook goede, leuke dingen.
Het is gewoon prachtig voor de kinderen. Dat hoort erbij.
So, where did this controversial Christmas character come from? Well, the story of Black Piet begins in 1850, when he first appeared in the Dutch book St. Nicholas and His Servant, as a sort of Sinterklaas manservant sidekick. Somewhat like how Santa uses coal, Sinterklaas had Black Piet. But in this case, if a kid was naughty, he'd stuff you in a sack, hit you with a switch, and then ship you off to Spain. Seriously. But over the years, Pete's role changed from being the guy in charge of discipline to being the guy in charge of entertainment. Possibly because the idea of having a blackface helper stuff kids in a sack wasn't exactly family-friendly. This led to the more politically correct explanation that Black Pete's face was not naturally black, but instead dirty from chimney soot, since he was going up and down chimneys to deliver presents. But more than 150 years later, a growing number of Dutch citizens appear to have had enough and have begun picketing Sinterklaas festivals. A United Nations panel challenged the Dutch government to reconsider the custom in 2013. But this year, a lower court decision that would have allowed festivals, including Black Piet, be put up for review for negative stereotypes was overturned by the Netherlands' highest court. Theories for why the Dutch don't want to give up on the tradition of Black Piet range from cognitive dissonance, where the brain filters out information it'd rather not know, to ignorance on how big of a role the Netherlands played in the 17th and 18th century slave trade. The most prominent supporters of Black Piet are members of the far-right anti-immigrant Dutch Party for Freedom, who this November proposed a law that would protect Black Piet's identity, while of course dressed up as Black Piet. But changes are slowly being made to the Sinterklaas helper nonetheless. A white Piet appeared in this year's annual Sinterklaas Journal, and some Piets are using ash on their faces to more accurately represent chimney soot. But for now, it seems those for and against the Dutch tradition of donning blackface to represent Zwarte Piet will continue butting heads for years to come. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn, multiple sources, a broader view.
Zwarte Piet!